sweet sound.
This is a little test just to see how it sounds. Is it picking up on this? Test. Alright. So. Whoop. Keep. It's gonna struggle. The camera is gonna struggle. Alright. So this could be a thingy. It's a bit nervous, it's a bit twitchy. So this means that we could go. Okay. Alright, so welcome everyone, my name is Rafael and I'm here just to do a little conversation today with everyone that is joining me on this Monday evening. You might see that this is a slightly different setup today. Not that I'm testing anything, obviously. Why would I test another thing once again on a Monday night? That's so cliche. I do have this DJI Osmo Pocket 2, which is at 7% at the moment, and they say it live streams, and I had not tested before because you needed to go for the app and click live stream and everything. But with this Mac here that I'm now rubbing against, which I could even do the thing of holding it to something funny, like I could put it here. Oh, this is magnetic. So I could just put it like here, and then I can talk to this screwdriver like it's a little microphone, and we can talk about stuff. Probably this is easier than me trying to use OBS and a bunch of different softwares. I cannot use it with other people, so I cannot use it on StreamYard or something. But if I just want to go live on YouTube and talk smack about life, this is a great alternative. Obviously, it doesn't have that depth of focus that a normal camera has, or the beauty of the iPhone, but it's a simple enough process now that I figured out. It only had to read a forum post telling me exactly how to manage everything. But we got there in the end, so it's not terrible. I don't only have 10 minutes because I don't have battery, and this thing is depleting its battery faster than I can actually charge it through the computer. So very quickly today, Rachel put a video up talking about how YouTube is a very picky boss, basically, and how it punishes some videos, like lesson videos. That's always the case. That seems to be the case for all and every single hobby and industry in the world. If you talk about guitars, lessons don't do well. If you talk about bikes, lessons or coaching or like actual experience, races, like proper races, don't do well. If you talk about camera gear, travel guides and how to take pictures, don't do well. What people really want to talk about is what do we buy and how can we get better by buying stuff, because no one wants to put in the work, myself included. I am too much, as much to blame as anyone else. So I've just been told several times now that I do need to learn my camera, for example. And I am learning, although I'm a bit reticent to review my own work. I do improve as time goes on, but it's boring, right? It's not exciting. It's not just buying something and waiting for it to arrive and then you get it and it's loads of fun. It's, you have to put in the work. Even building stuff is not as rewarding as buying immediately. Over a long-term period, it is more rewarding, and over a longer term period it's even more rewarding to learn, because then you can put that into practice by playing live or to your friends or on the internet or something. Like I just did a video about this Eastman that it was very rewarding for me to buy, and it was very frustrating because there's a lot of guilt associated with purchases, and then it's fine again because I've played it. I've just built a new offset that I'll show you. It is this orange beast here. It's like a Jazzmaster P90s, but it has a headstock, a black headstock, because I thought of painting this guitar black. It has 4 knobs because it's the wiring from a Les Paul, from a different kit. It doesn't have a lacquer finish or a smooth sanding or anything because I couldn't be bothered to do it. So it's a bit relic because it does a bunch of things from when I was getting it done. But it feels nice, I guess. And it sounds alright. The bridge pickup is microphonic as per usual. So I might change that in due time. But yeah, it took me over a year and there's imperfections there, but as time goes on, it's like, oh, this is a nice guitar that I have here because, you know, it has the matching headstock with the pickguard and the output jack, and like, I like the colors, and I like, it's like no one else has one like this, and it's big. I like big guitars like this. It's different sounding than the Jazzmaster. It's different sounding than the Eastman, for example, that is also an offset, but it's different. But then again, making a video about that would be about buying, about spending money on a kit. Then probably you could even go and buy, but then would you put in the work, the 40 something hours that sometimes is required to get a guitar properly prepared? For example, I was thinking about, should I buy another ES35 kit with a quilted top, because it's what it was, and then I messed it up. But then I remember, oh, there's glue on the quilt, so I'll need to water it first and then use maybe some sort of hair dryer to remove the glue, and then prepare the wood, and then only then stain it, and then, but before staining I should really get very thin builder's tape to cover the binding, and then do it bit by bit, and only then probably stain it, and then glue the neck and wait for it. But to glue the neck, I'll have to get Woods glue, good Woods glue, not wood glue, not Gorilla Glue that I've used before, something, because that's a bit rubbery. So straight away I'm thinking, okay, buying the kit is £220, but just in materials alone, that's another £60-75. And then and all the hardware is just crap. Don't even bother. But you can get like I did for this one, Geiger tuners and maybe different pickups, but then I'll have 2 guitars that are the same. So straight away, one of them would have to go, and probably this would have a harder time selling. So it's complex. It's a complex matter. You might be wondering, oh, I might want to buy another guitar to have something fancy, but if I already have a few, like in this room, I have 7 electric instruments. It's true that this is a bass and that's a baritone, but there are 7 instruments, right? I don't need more instruments. No one really does. I guess if anything, I could just have this one. Probably not, because then strings break and you want different tunings and everything. But if it was just to do a normal gig, I could just have that one guitar with everything, or any Strat, or any guitar really. The pickups are important, but they're not the biggest thing. If I had a new X300, which is, there is one for sale used for £50, and any electric guitar that stays in tune. So let's say that this purple one is the cheapest one that you can buy new, or even an East Coast. Probably I could get an East Coast, but okay, let's use the Squire because it is what it is. I could do a gig. I could, the basic needs that I have. I've seen, once again, I don't mean to always be bringing me up, but I've seen Dexter Briggs play an affordable guitar into Sonic Cake pedal, and it was fine. And like every open mic that I do, I see people using basic gear or just plugging straight into the amp. I've seen people, I've seen this girl plug in straight into the PA using electric guitar, and now she's in Manchester doing gigs. I don't know if she changes her approach, but maybe she hasn't. Maybe they don't need to. If you have songs to write and to sing, that's more important than knowing the chain of pedals and amp sims and how to use a mixer and how to EQ and how to use effects and everything. So there is that. There is definitely that. That was it. Once just going back to YouTube. So YouTube is a bit of an annoying thing because you do this. Boa noite. Hello, Mark. You must hear your son's name being mentioned and you are summoned. I messaged Joe of the Gardener's Arms, and I'm gonna be in touch with her probably tomorrow evening with Anthony. So you make videos on YouTube, and the thing is they are shown to a few people, and then if those people like it and watch it for a long period of time, it's shown to other people. If the videos are good, you get good traction. That's about it. But what is going with the idea of learning and it's more about buying is because videos need stories, and we all cry about the algorithm and how it's like a bit unfair, but rarely have I seen videos from even small creators that are really good and really engaging that don't get the right traction, because people will stay for the right amount of work. The difficulty is doing that consistently. On the other hand, there's like this guy that I was watching the video of. His name is Super Danger Studios, and I'm just gonna paste his link to his channel here. And if anyone goes and sees, not this video in specific, because it's more like a recorded live, but if he sees other demo videos, they're basically movies. The way that he shoots them, the way that he plays, he sings, he does whole covers, playing all the instruments and everything, and he's super cool, super like knowledgeable in terms of the video process. I think that's part of his job, his day job, and he's a great player, but unfortunately doesn't get the traction that I think he deserves. For example, I think he should have millions of views, if not subscribers, but that doesn't always happen. He says that he spent like weeks doing a video that got 3,000 views, and it's like, yeah, I can see that. And you can do a video about buying a cheap guitar, and that will get 3,000 views because everyone's looking at grabbing a deal. Like there is these East Coast ST guitars from Andertons that are HSS roasted maple necks for £99. £99 is the price of a neck, and you get a painted body, which is a pain to do, I know. So even if you gut all the hardware and you put Wilkinsons or something like that in it, it's a great deal. Obviously it is, but it's not going to improve anyone's playing. It's not going to improve anyone's song or singwriting. And we all say, oh, but if you buy something, you're more likely to play it. If you are engaged with something, you're likely to play. I've never, if anything, having more options, especially more affordable options that are not as good, just gives me option paralysis, and you end up not knowing if you should play the new thing that's a bit quirky or if you should play something that's very good and reliable. So there is ways and roundabouts around it. As I said, this is just a 10-minute live stream. I don't know how long have I been going on for, but probably longer than 10 minutes. I can see that this works. Let me know how this sounds, if it sounds alright. If I approach here, I think it will still focus on my face, so I can speak to you like this if it's not too strange. Like, I can look into your soul and see what you're doing. Should I do like ASMR now from now on? I'm just gonna speak with this tone of voice from the rest of my days. I'm just gonna be doing live streams with the mic very close to my mouth and wishing everyone a good night's sleep. Take care, be healthy, and I'll see you around in the streets of Blackpool. All right. If you are in Blackpool, just go to the Gardener's Arms in Thornton, in Cleveland, somewhere. There's going to be a festival this weekend, and Dexter Briggs is going to be playing there. So, everyone, have fun, have a good time, and I'll see you there. How do I end this? Let me check. I think